Manga-Waido.
I can't believe Motoyuki is marrying such a nice young lady.
Marie-san, take care of my brother. Yes!
I'm Motoyuki Matsushita. Today's the wedding of my former classmate, Marie. I'll make Marie happy for sure. I'll show my filial piety to you too, Mom.
Seeing you like this makes me so happy. Thank you.
My father died early, so my mother raised me and my younger sister Kimmy by herself. My mother worked a lot, and I was often lonely when I was little. I sometimes clashed with my mother, who was a workaholic during my adolescent years.
Motoyuki, where have you been so late?
Shut up! Don't act like a mother when you're hardly ever home! My mother patiently watched over me. Thanks to her, we're back on good terms now. After that, my mother became ill and retired from work before retirement. I was worried about my mother, so after marriage we lived near my parents' house, and Marie got along well with my mother, and we were able to live in peace. Then, one day...
Actually, I was just invited by someone at work and went to Okuno's restaurant for the first time in a while.
Really? It's been a long time. I wonder how Okuno is doing. Okuno is a classmate of mine from elementary school. His parents owned a high-class restaurant, and Okuno himself seemed to be proud of his parents' business.
Okuno, your bento is amazing! My dad's a chef. He serves this at his restaurant. Your store is so cool! It's like a castle! When we grow up, I'll invite you over. Really? I want to go too!
After that, Okuno and I went to the same local high school, where I met Marie. After my sister Kimmy entered the school, the four of us often went out together, and he invited us to his restaurant. I wonder if it was a good idea for us to come to such an upscale restaurant. Of course!
It's such a nice restaurant, and the food is delicious.
Thanks. I'm planning to take over this restaurant in the future.
That's amazing! So you're learning how to cook? Everything except for the hair.
Yeah, a little bit at a time.
I admire you. You're still in school and you're already looking to the future.
Not so much. Okuno attended me and Marie's wedding, but... After that, for some reason, he stopped responding to my calls, and I got busy with work and family, and we drifted apart. So how was the restaurant? No change? Is Okuno doing well?
Yeah, the restaurant was as nice as ever. Oh yeah, Okuno took over the store and became the manager.
I see, he finally took over.
Let's go to the restaurant together sometime soon.
Let's! So he's the manager too. Then he must have been so busy since he took over the family business and couldn't reply back. I felt encouraged to hear about the activities of my old friend whom I had not heard from for a while. A short time later, Marie was to go on a long business trip abroad for work.
I'm sorry I can't attend mother-in-law's 60th birthday celebration.
It's a job that only you can do. It can't be helped. Have a safe trip. Yes, actually, my mother is turning 60 next month. I wanted to show a little filial piety to my mother, who I worried a lot when I was young, so my sister and I started looking for a restaurant.
Maniwara has a bit of folksy atmosphere, doesn't it?
I agree. It would be a better memorial if it was a little more upscale.
If so, why not Waido?
We had Japanese food for Mother's Day, so wouldn't Western food be better?
That's true.
That's right. How about Okuno's restaurant? Marie went there the other day and said it was as good as it used to be.
I see. Good idea. They have private rooms, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'll get a private room when it's available. I called Okuno right away. Okuno, long time no see. That voice. Is it Matsushita? Long time no see. I heard from Marie that you became the manager. Congratulations. Oh, thanks. How are your parents? They're fine. My parents just moved back to the countryside, leaving me to take care of it. I'm busy every day, but I'm doing my best as a manager. I see. At your age, you're already the lord of the land. Well, I just took over the family business. After a brief update like that, I told him that I wanted to celebrate my mother's 60th birthday. You had such a bad relationship with your mother when you were in school, but now you've grown into a filial son. I was such an idiot when I was young. So, I'd like to reserve a private room, is that okay? Sure, I'll make a reservation for you. Thanks, man. When I told my mother I reserved at Okuno's restaurant...
Oh, I haven't been to Okuno's restaurant in ages.
Wait, Mom, have you been there before?
Yes, a few times with work friends. The food is really good, so is the atmosphere.
Yeah, it is. I love that place too.
I'm looking forward to it.
I called my sister, and all I had to do was wait for the day of the event. And then one day, I got a surprising call from my sister.
I looked at the reviews of Okuno-san's store, and there were some really bad reviews.
What? Seriously? When I checked the review sites, there were a few reviews with 0 stars, and they were recent. I was refused entry, and the manager was so bossy I'll never go back. That's terrible. They wrote a lot.
Do you think it's true?
I don't think that Okuno would do such a thing.
Yeah, I think it's just harassment.
Okuno's restaurant is a popular one with a good reputation in the area. Maybe he's being harassed by a strange customer or a competitor. It's not easy being a business owner. I sympathize with Okuno, but I didn't pay much attention to it. The truth of this post will be revealed in the following month. On the day of the appointment...
I'm looking forward to it. Let's drink champagne.
Sure, but don't drink too much.
That's right. You fall asleep easily when you're drunk, Nozomi. Yes, I'll drink in moderation.
I parked my car, and we entered the restaurant. Oh, Okuno!
Hello. It's been a while, Okuno.
It's been a while, but I'm sorry. Could you go home today?
Huh?
Okuno, what are you talking about?
Huh? What do you mean?
As you can see, we have a group coming in. No. I called the other day to make a reservation. What kind of joke is this? I thought it was just a bad joke, but it seems like Okuno was serious. As you can see, it's a gathering for celebrities and people in the TV industry. How can I let ordinary people like Motoyuki in here? Looking at the people who are having fun and drinking, I certainly see models and celebrities here and there. If you had to cancel, why didn't you call earlier? Sorry, we were busy with the group. As you probably know, our restaurant caters to celebrities. But to suddenly cancel on the day... I'm sorry I didn't call you, but this is my job too.
What do you mean by that?
It means that as a businessman, it's only natural to give preferential treatment to those who come in large numbers and drop large sums of money for a private party. So you're saying we're double booked? Yeah, you could put it that way. You know, I made reservations for my mother in advance, and now you're saying the group has priority on short notice? Yeah, I am sorry about that. I apologize to your mother as well. My apologies. See, I bowed my head. Could you understand? Of course not. Don't get so mad. Consider my position, too. Situation? You don't know this because you don't know any celebrities, but in this business, if you start a rumor, it spreads fast. If I mistreat the bigwigs who come here, I'll lose my position, won't I?
Does that mean you can treat the general public however you want?
Well, don't make me say it. Oh, yeah, if you really want to eat, would you like to eat in the staff changing room? What? If you don't mind the changing room that doesn't disturb the group, I'll be happy to seat you. Okuno smirking in a condescending manner. This is pointless. We're not getting anywhere.
That's enough. Let's leave.
See, even your mother says so. I'm sorry, Mom. I don't want to ruin my mother's 60th birthday celebration with more trouble. I guess we'll just have to find somewhere else. Okuno, I didn't think you were such a scumbag. I'll make you pay for this. Scumbag. Excellent. You'd better get back in that shabby car and get the hell out of here. We don't accept poor people who can only drive such a car in the first place. How much of a scumbag are you? I started walking toward the car as I suppressed my anger, and then a man who looked like he was from the industry noticed us and approached us. Oh, wait! Are you Matsushita-san by any chance?
Oh, Shishino.
It's Matsushita-san after all! Wow! It's been a while! How are you?
Good, I'm fine.
What? Producer Shishido, you know each other? Yeah, Matsushita is my former boss. Well, she's like my mentor. I'm forever grateful to her. What? Okuno, I didn't tell you this, but my mother used to be a TV producer too, and a legendary one at that.
Oh my, a legend.
What? That's right, my mother was actually the first female producer of the legendary nationally popular TV show Hirukiri. She produced a number of popular programs when she was active, and some of them have continued to run long after her retirement.
I've been hearing about what you've been up to, Shishido. That spring blockbuster drama, Scam, was yours, wasn't it?
Well, that's the project that was rejected by Matsushita-san once a long time ago. As you instructed me back then, I brushed up the story from a love story that started as a marriage scam to a love story between scammers, and it hit the mark in this day and age.
Of course. I remember. I used to be the one to keep everyone up all night.
My mother at the time was so busy with work that she hardly ever came home, and I was rebelling against her a lot at the time. To be honest, I used to think Matsushita-san was a scary boss, but now I sincerely believe that it was a whip of love.
Oh, you have just noticed that now?
I'm a slow learner. Oh yes, let me introduce Matsushita-san to the youngsters. Please, come in.
But, you know, we just got turned down.
Huh? What do you mean, manager? No, we were told we don't accept poor people who can only drive shabby cars.
That's right. And we were about to leave even though I had made a reservation.
Manager, are you serious? You said the restaurant was open today. What? Please let me explain. I can't have my benefactor treated like that. I'm sorry. I didn't know she was that great. Oh, so you give preferential treatment to those who are great and turn away those who aren't? That's not what
I'm sure that's what he meant.
Well, that was his attitude.
Hey guys, let's go! We can't stay in this garbage store! Everyone in the restaurant was outraged by what Shishido-san said.
Huh? This is what this place was like?
It was fine under the previous manager.
The second generation is going to destroy it. I pity his parents.
Everyone hurriedly got ready to leave. Shishido-sama, this is not good. This is... If the store can cancel a reservation without permission, then it's only fair for the customer to act in their own best interest as well, right? That's... I apologize. Please forgive me. Why are you apologizing to me? You should be apologizing to Matsushita-san. Mrs. Motoyuki Kimi, I'm so sorry. It's done. I won't come to this restaurant again. I'll tell Marie not to come here even if she gets invited. No, I didn't mean it. Please don't tell Marie.
Okuno-san, did you take the reservation today to harass us on purpose?
What?
Okuno-san, you always liked Marie, didn't you? But now that she's married to my brother, I think you're just jealous.
Huh? Jealous? Beside me, who is upset, my sister, my mother, and Shishido-san are also giving Okuno cold glances. That's right. I've always liked Marie. What? Upset that I married Marie, Okuno cut off all contact with me after the wedding. Yet I told him I wanted to make a reservation at the restaurant as if nothing had happened. Angered by my carefree attitude, Okuno decided to harass me. I didn't know you were that crazy.
That's enough. Let's go. Oh yeah, there's a nice restaurant in the neighborhood. My boyfriend is training to be a chef there. Why don't we go there? Great, let's go.
Wait!
I'd like to invite you all to join us if you don't mind.
Are you sure?
I'll just check if they can fit this many people.
My sister checks with the restaurant. They say they can take us, and we move off together. Goodbye, Okuno!
I'm sorry us poor people disturbed you. Goodbye. I don't want to see you again.
I'll never use your restaurant again, and I won't let anyone else either. Wait, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Okuno clung to us, but we casually hopped into the car and left in a cool manner. After that, Okuno's restaurant, which was once popular as a celebrity hotspot, gained a bad reputation in the industry after turning the beloved Shishido-san into an enemy, leading to its closure a year later. In its place, the small Japanese restaurant we visited became popular in the industry as my mother liked it, eventually becoming a celebrity-frequented establishment. I later learned that the reason Okuno's restaurant got a reputation in the industry in the first place was because my mother was spreading the word in gratitude to Okuno for being so good to me and Kimmy. I'm no match for my mother. 2 months later, Okuno called me while I was working in the human resources department of a certain company. You know, you're in HR, right? Can you hire me? Of course I can't do that. I'm sorry, I was in a bad way that day. Even if I forgive you, how can the company hire a person like you who calls customers poor people? No! After that, there was no contact from Okuno. It seems they renovated the restaurant during the change of management, and there was still debt remaining from that time. It's no longer my concern. Okuno's whereabouts after that are unknown. If only he hadn't done that, the restaurant would probably still be thriving now. As I passed by the deserted store that was becoming a ruin with no tenants, I found myself thinking such thoughts.